Alright, so this is going to be a little bit of a different video, a little bit of a different take. So I do a lot of mock-ups and things of that nature, so I thought maybe I'd bring you through a quick process of doing a mock-up. Let's get the mock-up done and kind of show you how I do that. So we're going to bring my screen up over here. Alright, so first thing I like to do a lot of times is kind of get an idea of some of the things I want to do, and Spandex World is a great place to look at stuff for inspiration. I mean, there's plenty of colors. There's all sorts of different fabrics that you could look for. And you see, we're going to have a bunch of different types of things to look at here. So here we go. Snakeskin, snakeskin. Here we go. Let's use this. So this is a perfect example. So let's take this. I'm going to grab this, and I'm just going to save this image right here. There we go. Boom. All right. So now let's open up my program. I like to use Cricut. This is where I use a lot of my stuff. This is where a lot of my logo work is done. So this right here is kind of a perfect example. So let's go in here and let's upload that image. Right here. Cool. Now, instead of actually editing this image like you'd normally do, we're just going to go ahead and continue and save it as a print, then cut image. So now we have this full block right here. Let me go ahead and drop this into my program. So here we go. Now we have this full image. Now, I'm going to go back and go to all my uploads, and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about here. Like, you'll see, like, right here we have a trench coat. This is my trench coat design. If I want to do a mock-up, I have this. We have a bunch of different logos from a bunch of different clients. You'll see this throughout. Let's see here. Where are we at? So let's go down here. So now we have trunks, singlets, butchers, Muay Thai shorts, regular shorts, long tights, low-waisted trunks, bikers. I kind of have all different styles, so let's drop in the high-waisted trunks. Cool. Here we go, and now I'll just kind of expand this up here. And cool, now we'll take this, and now we have a base plate. Well, let me just make this less distracting for us. Let me just, that way, there we go. Boom. Now we have a base plate to work on, so we can kind of see what the trunks would look like in that material. So now let's kind of throw in our logos and see what we got. So let's take a look here. Let's go through here and pull the logos we need. Here we go. Now drop that down. Size it up about right. Here we go. Now we want this to have an outline on it so we can see it. This sometimes takes a second. Go ahead and make this outline smaller. Pause while it loads. There we go. And go ahead and click apply. Now you can see we have that. Now I'm going to go ahead and just copy that. I'm going to duplicate that, actually, is what I meant to say. Duplicate. Cool. I'm going to bring this over here. Oop, this whole thing needs to move because I can't move it all the way over there. Boom. Let me grab this again. Right there. And duplicate that again. And bring this right over here. So now we can kind of see. Now let's go ahead and bring this back up and over. Boom, drop that in. Okay, so now we can kind of mess around with colors. Like that dark gray you can't really see, so what if we put it on white? Alright, that looks pretty good. Let me go ahead and change all those to white real quick. So now we can kind of see a concept of gear forming. Like this right here is a pretty cool look. White, I think, may be a little much, so I would like to do it on maybe like a light gray. I think the gray would look really cool, so for example, right here. Boom. I think that looks pretty good myself, but let's say you wanted to add a name on the back of it. So, of course, let's just take this text, for example, Bringer, which is, of course, my working name, Behringer. We'll size that up. We can expand this however big we want it, like that. Boom. Now, me personally, I think I'd want a white letters, and I'd want an outline on it. Go ahead and go to offset. And apply, and there we go. So now if I wanted to put this on there, we're all set. So, of course, if I want to finish this out, I will just click the wrong thing. I will go pull up my where's that? This is it right here. Boom, bring this in. This is just making it pretty, of course. Boom, we'll take that. Drop that right here. Add front. Size this down. Stick this right here. Boom. And add back. And there we go. And now, if I just save, put that back there. So now if I was going to go in, I would just take a screenshot of this little section right here. And that would be our image to save. Now, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's see here. I don't like the Behringer on the ass. I think this is a cleaner look, personally. So this is what I would go with. Just this little section right here. That would be my mock-up, my rough idea. Boom. So this is a very good way to kind of flush out your design and figure out how exactly you want to do this. This is what I do for almost all of my gear to kind of give some sort of idea of what we're going to be presenting. So this mock-up I made essentially made up this pair of tights. I know this is kind of random, but this is part of my day job. This is part of things I do on a daily basis. I create concept art, and I think that I just wanted to kind of bring you in on this, and I think it's a cool little journey to go through. So if you enjoyed this content and getting a bit away from the sewing side of things, let me know. I have some other things that I'll be doing here soon. With that being said, it is John Cody Jenkins with JCJ Gear, JCJ Maker Studio, Makers Delight.